To the channel, everybody. I am your mistress of ceremony, Lady Nika, and with last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, we're not going to touch on all of this stuff because I'm actually on break. I came home to do it because I didn't have time this morning. I woke up late and couldn't. I'm off, y'all. I'm still off. But thank you to everybody who's been praying for me. As you can see, I'm working my way back, and in time we're gonna be back where we was. So anyway, let's just talk about this episode. Like I said, ain't gonna be everything. I might leave some shit out. If you feel that it's pertinent, please feel free to continue the discussion down in the panic section, and we can do that. Okay. Now, this is season 9. The episode and the name of the episode will be down in the description bar below. Now, we start this episode off with Candy, Cynthia, Cherie, and what that girl name, Shamia. They all meeting up at Candy guest house and stuff. Now Candy still feeling some kind of way about that last little meeting she had at the dinner table with Portia. She feeling like Portia, lied on her and she ain't here for the whole is basically what she's saying. Well, Shamia kind of backed up Candace's story about what went on in the club that night. I don't know if she was there or not, but she kind of was amen in that. And I heard some people saying that Shamia probably shouldn't. I thought her and Portia was best friends. Well, you should have thought that too when Shamia was name was being brought up and stuff, and Portia said nothing to her defense. You should have felt that way when initially they sat down at that table and Phaedra was the one that brought up the fact that she heard that Shamia and Candy and Todd and them was messing around. Portia ain't say nothing in her defense. I don't have no problem with Shamia being over here talking to Candy because, child, you probably playing on the winning team if you're fucking with Candy. Okay, I'm just saying this is just my personal opinion. I'm not no big Candy Burris fan, y'all know that. But in this episode, in this season, I call this shit down the middle. How I see it, and that's how I feel about it. Okay, now the old lady gang still restaurant is still not up and running yet. Candy and Todd is stressed to the max. They feel like shit ain't moving fast enough, but opening a new restaurants, getting your certifications and all of that. For those who may not know, that shit does take time, and sometimes you can't open this shit up as quickly as you probably would think that you can. Each county and state has a different set of regulations that you have to abide by, and if some of these licenses that you get, if your construction and stuff is not done at that time that license expired, you have to start all over and go back and reapply for this shit all over again and then get stuff going. So it's a delay. I'm sure it's gonna be I'd rather her take her time and open it and it lasts than for her to do a TI or what Gladys Knight's son did, and places like that that we know done opened up and they done closed down. Now I don't know what K Michelle Pedals and Puffs or Puffs and Pedals Lounge at, but that seemed like she took her time, she got it done, and it's working. If Candace's restaurant is going to be a success, because it seemed like so many celebrities decide they want to open up a restaurant in Atlanta, then I'd rather her take her time, get all of her certifications, and make sure her building is up to standards. Make sure that everything is set to go so that when she opens, there's no delay, and also when she opens, it won't be so much drama. People want to have shit to say. The longer it take, the better it can be for you. Sometimes, if your money right, and clearly Candace money is right. Anyway, they decide they gonna go on a maybe they need to take a little break. It ain't the best time, but it's probably the only time that they have that they're gonna be able to do it. Because once the restaurant open, she definitely won't have time for me time for her and Todd to get away. Now Todd's concern is this going to be a us trip, or is this going to be, well, Candy asked him because he made the suggestion for the trip to Hawaii, and so she's like, eat, I'm used to going with the girls. basically it's time for them to take their mid-season vacation where shit can go crazy so we can really have tensions build up for this reunion that's about to happen. So we almost there, y'all. We almost there. You know, it's about 37 episodes in one season for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So when we get to this mid-season vacation, girl, we halfway there. Shit, we on our way to the damn reunion next, child. But anyway, it's decided that he gonna invite the fellas. Todd is going to invite Peter and whatever, and so she gonna invite the girls, and it said Portia wasn't gonna get invited, but they know that if Phaedra come, she's gonna probably want to invite this girl here. Now, you got Phaedra. Well, now Candy and Cynthia meet up with Phaedra to break the news of the trip and see if she want to go. Now, Phaedra was a bit apprehensive at first because she like Peter don't really care for me, Todd don't care for me, and then her and Candy, even though they cordial, they not really as close as they used to be at one time, neither. But Candy assures her Todd is just about letting it go and getting back to the basic and being cordial with each other. Ain't no thing with her. So she gonna go. But she wants to bring Portia. I said, child. Now you know these people don't get along. But Candy agreed. Candy told you can bring her. I ain't got nothing to say to her, okay? So she gonna do that. But she gotta break this to Portia. So that's when we see them down at the sauna place or whatever. And that's when Phaedra breaks it to her that, hey, we going on this trip. Candace, taking us on a trip, and you are invited as my plus one to go down here to Hawaii and try to have a good time. It's gonna be me, it's gonna be Cherie, it's gonna be Kenya, it's gonna be all us down there. Now, I found it funny when Portia say, talking about we got the instigator, we got the flip flopper, we got the messy all in one, and I'm like, girl, you a part of this shit too. You and Phaedra play a part because y'all the liars and the manipulators and the schemers and y'all the bitches you really got to watch. But okay, girl. Now she agreed she gonna go on and go like she had a choice in the matter. Child, you ain't had no choice. You gonna go, or that piece of peach they gave you back, they gonna snatch it from your ass again because this is the trip you had to go on. Well, oh, before I leave that, child, did y'all take a notice that Portia say, I gotta deal with these women here and out the country? Y'all, they going to Hawaii. Now, I know I'm not the smartest person in this world. I never self proclaimed to be. But I know this much. I know goddamn well Hawaii is a part of the United States. Now it may be a little island off on the coast or whatnot, but it's just a part of the United States. So how are you leaving the country? See, every time I'm telling y'all don't be wanting to say it, cause a lot of y'all in love with this girl because she pretty in the face. I give a bitch that she pretty, and I guess as far as getting her coin, she do that cause she done moved into this very nice mansion. But stupid is and stupid does. This bitch is stupid. This the same bitch that told y'all that it was 265 motherfucking days in a year. This the same bitch that thought the Underground Railroad was an actual choo-choo train taking niggas to slavery, from slavery. This is the same girl that thought that 45 days was 3 goddamn weeks. Okay, how much you want me to let her slide with? This bitch stupid as fuck. But anyway, whatever. Now, what other part do I need to? Oh, Kenya met up with her brother. I ain't know she had a brother, and he had his kids. I guess the niece and nephews. That was cute. It's good to see Kenya in a role outside of being, messy with these ladies and stuff. It makes her more human and makes me like her even more. Even though y'all know I'm Team Twirl all day long. Even though I can call Twirl out on her shit, I'm here for Kenya more. So it was good to see her there. And her brother gave her some good advice. Child, what is you going to do? You going to sit here and continuously wait on a kid to grow up. And you don't need to, Kenya. You don't need to let this shit go with Matt. Maybe you all, from what I'm understanding via the internet, Y'all already done. So I'm assuming at this point of filming, you was still trying to think about giving this boy a chance. But girl, I sure hope like hell you don't let that loneliness get the best of you, because this ain't Matt ain't what you want, girl. It's only so much that he gonna be able to do before he really take it to the next level with you. He already breaking up your shit. The next step is to break your ass up too. He gonna reach out and touch your ass, and if you don't want to have to use that pistol that you showed us on IG that you got for prowlers, then I suggest you let this man go. Sometimes you get a warning before this. Well, you always get a warning before destruction. This boy done tore up your car and your property. That's God's warning. You get the hell away, and if you don't get the hell away, then suffer the wrath of what was to come, and that's him banging you upside your face. I liked it, her brother. He gave us some good sound advice. But damn, how old is the brother? I don't know. He was a cutie though. He was all right. Anyway, let me see what else needs to be discussed. Fuck that. Let's just go to Hawaii, chat, cause I ain't trying to make this no long video, and y'all saw the shit. And like I said, it only got good in the last 10-15 minutes. Now we get to Hawaii. Phaedra and Portia, Phaedra and Portia, they rode ahead of the girls in their own separate transportation to get there. The rest of them waited on Sheree, who almost missed her chance to ride out with them, but she was there. So they all gone on down to Hawaii, okay? They got oh yeah, let me not leave that damn Sheree and Bob. Bob going to, child, but they was in the gym. He was sweating like he normally. And I ain't gonna trip on the man because shit in the gym, that's where you supposed to sweat at. But he going on the trip, and this is their chance to see if they can go out in public together without acting a damn fool. Because you remember, it was brought up that they got kicked out of the whole country together. So they gonna go and see what they do there too. So let's go on to Maui. We down here, it's time to get ready to go to the dinner table where all the shit kick off. You got Portia coming to the table, as I think Sheree and Cynthia and all of them was already sitting there. She walks up with Todd. Now Todd is there. I'm talking about Todd plus two. The reason why Todd is there, Todd Jr. there, is because Portia says his birthday coming up, so she felt like it was a good idea to bring him. Now, to me, I felt like that was kind of rude because you barely did get an invite yourself. If it was not for the fact that Candy had invited Phaedra and Phaedra asked that you come, you wouldn't even been on this trip. But you here, and you gonna bring your dude talking about if men things need to be explained, he could better explain it. Girl, you don't need Todd. The man he ain't got nothing to do with this. Stop bringing people into your drama portion. And why is he there? Because for one, he ain't got no damn job. He needs to be at home looking for a damn job. And two, if he is gonna be there, girl, why is he sitting there looking so goddamn lost and stupid? You ain't put your boo up on what's going on? Child, whatever. Anyway, meat and potatoes of the damn review is simply this. Now, Candy was already in her damn feelings because Portia done said this girl got a sex dungeon. She done already been in her feelings because this girl done said that she tried to accost her in the club and try to get her down with her and Todd. What I didn't know about until last night was that Portia was saying that Candy had said she would drug her. Now that takes on a whole new meaning. It's one thing for a bitch to lie on you, because we all know Candy play. She has always been open about that situation. However, when you get to talking about somebody that tried to date, rape, drug you, and possibly get you to a dungeon, that take on a whole different damn meaning. It's rape, bitch. It's rape. And that can destroy Candy's credibility in her field of business. It's a bad look for her kids and shit. Her kids gotta grow up and hear that shit. One of them already, damn near grown. You don't say no shit like that about nobody. And that's the problem I had with Portia. Then Portia, you flip flops. You talk about Cynthia flip flopping and tried to get with her, talking about when she asked you, did you have receipts? Cause Candy pull receipts out on your ass. You gonna say her divorce decree is her is receipts. Ain't no way in hell Cynthia is better than me, cause bitch, we would have forgot all about this shit with Candy, and I'd have been dead in your ass. Because I'm just asking you, bitch. I'm giving you a fair chance, which is what a lot of these ladies at this table ain't willing to do for you. Even fucking Sheree said, "Don't be bringing up no damn." Drugging and all of that shit, and Candy got mad about that, and I don't blame her because you don't know what that woman had probably seen. She grew up in the music business. You don't know what kind of situation she may have seen in the music business in dealing with drugs that make her feel that kind of way. Two, that's liable, girl. You slandering this woman damn name. Why would you put that out there in the atmosphere if that's some shit that you know not to be true? If you don't know that that's true and it didn't happen, then fuck what you tried to say about you heard. Because you say this stuff, Portia, but then you turn around and it's all of a sudden somebody told you. And while all of this shit is going down, why is Phaedra always quiet? Now she tried to speak up a little bit, but it wasn't much. Phaedra, you have just as big a part of this shit, this mess with Candy and Portia as anybody else, as Portia does. You the one that told Sheree that her and Shamil was messing around. You said that's what you heard. So now everything is coming out. You don't want to tell what you really know. Girl, you full of shit. You full of shit. And I don't know how it is that Phaedra is managing not to get her name put up in this mess because it should be. And I feel like Sheree, while you sitting there saying, why is Portia taking the butt of all of the shit? Because bitch, you the one brought the shit out and you didn't fucking tell nobody what Phaedra had said. You have yet to speak up and say, well, Phaedra is the person that told me this, that, and the other. And that's why Candy got so mad, is because that kind of stuff can destroy reputation. It can. That's not some, innocent little rumor that'll die away in a while. This could have ramifications on this woman's bread for years to come. And it can cast her in a light that she don't want to be in. Candy has always been upfront about her sexuality. Hell, she sell dicks, okay? And I buy 'em. So why would she lie now? When she pulled them receipts out, it disproved that everything that Portia had said. Portia, you act like you was drunk and didn't know, but clearly you knew what was going on at the club that night because you text this lady and she came bearing receipts on your ass. And I think that's smart. Believe it or not, y'all, I do that too. I got text messages. If I wanted to ever start some shit or I needed to verify some shit, I have text messages from the first time I started being down here on YouTube. And most of the time I got text messages from people when they first started talking to me. I keep receipts, but just in case this shit turned real ugly. You never know. You gotta be that way because you can't trust people nowadays. I hate to be that type of person where I gotta keep receipts to every damn thing. I got old text messages from me and friends. I got old inboxes from me and friends. I throw away nothing. And if I'm put in a position where I need to bring that shit out, I will. I don't have no problem with that. I just don't like doing it because I feel like whatever was said when we was cool should still be, we should be able to keep that shit to ourselves. But I don't throw away shit either. And it's times like this right here is why a bitch should always keep her some motherfucking receipts because bitches will come back to you and try to do all kinds of shit. Now, if Candy didn't have them text messages, Portia was still gonna play that loud about she was drunk at the club and she don't remember. But then when the receipts come out, did you see how that bitch look like her face broke? What's that? Receipts, bitch. You knew just and my thing is this: if she got them receipts and it proves that Portia lied about being drunk, then how am I supposed to sit here and believe that Portia, when she started talking about this third person, somebody, who is somebody? Is somebody Phaedra? And if somebody is Phaedra, why are you afraid to say that? Candy had every right. She said it took all she had to sit there and not strangle that hoe when she was telling them lies. And she threatened her. She told her, look, you keep saying that shit, I'm going to sue your ass. And she got every right to do so because you putting a rumor out there on that lady. that could cause her problems in the long run. It could affect her bottom line, and it can affect her children. So I was here for her going the fuck out. I appreciated the fact that Peter then was trying to keep it calm, but sometimes when it's a situation like this, you just gotta let a bitch go. Let her flow with it. It's been building up. She tired of the bullshit, and she spoke out on that shit. And I'm here for her. People do a lot of dirty shit to you in the background and think that you ain't gonna never say nothing because it's in you to be quiet. It's in you to keep peace. But I'm gonna tell you something. You can only poke a sleeping bear for so long before that motherfucker wake up and bite your damn head off. And that's holds true about anybody. Everybody got their breaking point. All you gotta do is keep fucking with them. Let them not be able to leave you alone and let you rest and mind your own business and be in your own lane. Eventually, them people constantly picking on you, and all of a sudden, you just snap out and you show them a different side of you. And that's what Candy gave her last night. Because we done seen Portia snatch hair. We ain't never really seen Portia go with them hands. And I don't think that she's ready to go with them hands with Candy. That ain't the one you want, girl. You better pick you somebody else. And I don't even think Charlemagne believed her or Andy last night on Watch What Happens Live, cause Charlemagne did a couple of posts about it and talked about it on the Breakfast Club. And one thing he said was true. He said that if this was a man, this situation had happened with a man, it would be way more serious, being taken way more serious than what it is. But because it's two women, it ain't that bad, but it's still bad. I say this right here. I don't give a damn if it's a man or a woman. Any allegations that a person drugged you and with the intent to rape you is a serious allegation, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. And I can totally understand why a bitch came out of a bag on Portia ass last night. I would have too. And I'm gonna say this right here before I get ready to get on up out of here. I don't have a dog in this fight yet again. I don't. I mean, Candy is cool. I like her. I like her. Her products, and I like her drive and determination to keep the money going after escape. I like that about Candy. Candy a businesswoman. Okay. I don't care what kind of little sideline shady deals she may have done in the past. At the end of the day, Candy kept her coin, and Candy is paid for that. Candy buy her fucking money, and she should be. The fuck you doing this shit for if it ain't about your money? But Portia. Portia has always come off as fake to me. First season we met her, she was this demure, quiet housewife that just want to do right and have cheering about her man. Soon as that man dropped her, her true self came out. And that's what we've been experiencing. I ain't knocking Portia for being who she is. Bitch, get it how you live. I'd rather you go head on and fuck for bags, keys, and cars and houses or whatever. Bitch, do it for. If you gonna do it for a reason. Get you something out of it, cause you got a lot of them around here fucking for free. So I don't knock her for that. But what I don't like is if you say something, stand in your shit, and that's what everybody at that table agreed upon last night. Can't Portia? She'll throw a stone and hide her hand. She's just like her homegirl, Phaedra. And after seeing them, I'm more convinced now that they fuck it. This whole goddamn cast full of lesbians. That's what I feel. And you always gonna have issues when you got fucking friends and they your co-workers too. Somebody gonna fucking try you with what y'all do on the side. Y'all should have been way more grown than this about this, but we gonna see how it's gonna happen. It went off last night when Candy was nutting up at that table about to choke that whole eye. She was sitting there looking like she ain't know why it happened. Girl, you know why that woman went off. You know what you done been putting in them Atlanta streets on that lady. So don't act like she made up some shit in her head. No, you put her in a position where she had to come out of a fucking bag, and that's what the fuck she did. I don't even know why the fuck y'all brought this shit up if you ain't want to get messy like this. It and if you got to deal with it, Portia. You need to open your mouth and tell that Phaedra's just as big a part of that as you are. Why you letting Phaedra sit back in the cut and watch you have to constantly deflect, lie. Make that bitch join the team because she was just as much a part of that conversation at that table with Cherie as you was. So I don't know. I take this. I believe Candy. Based on what I've seen from Candy over the years, Candy has always kept it 100 when it comes to what she will do and what she won't do. Candy, like me, bitch, I have some fun, but I got some limitations, okay? And I understand that. And I also get the fact that if a bitch sitting up saying that you tried to pos you as well, can't let Portia tell it. She's saying now that someone told her that last year. The original shit that went on at the club happened 3 years ago. But she was only told last year that Candy had stated that she would drug her and take her to her sex dungeon. Portia, you nice looking and everything like that, but girl, don't like them Africans ain't taking that much effort out to try to get that pussy. Why with Candy? Candy could just make it rain on your ass. I don't know if it happened like that or not. All I'm saying is, based on the evidence presented to me, I'm more inclined to believe what Candace saying. And like I said, I don't like neither one of these women. Like where I would say I'm a fan of theirs, I'm a fan of Twirl. But it looked like look like Portia lying. That's how that shit coming across. I don't believe what Portia said. She even did a live last night after the shit. I still didn't believe what she was saying. Girl, you lying. You sat here and started that rumor on that woman, and I believe that rumor to be a lie. And you can't get mad at that girl for going the fuck off because what you said could have deep seated ramifications for her going forward in her future. That's how I feel about it. I done chatted long enough. More matter of fact, I done chatted longer than I intended to. That's basically what happened on the Real Housewives of Atlanta last night. If you feel like you want to add something to it, then feel free in the panic. I don't have no problem with a person agreeing to disagree. You can't make me see Portia's side no more than I can make you see Candy. But if you want to put it down there, as long as you put it down there respectfully, there will be no problems. If I see some disrespect toward me or any other person commenting down in my comment section, your comment gonna be deleted and I'm probably gonna block you because not only is this you gonna respect me zone, it's you gonna respect the people that's over here zone. This is a TV fucking show. It ain't that goddamn serious. Don't none of us know these hoes. We basing our opinions based on what was given. What you get might not be what I get, but we gonna keep it respectful. Okay? That's all I ask. Just keep it respectful. Cause this is the one show where y'all get retarded in them comments and not just mine. I done seen it in other people. Y'all get completely crazy about this. Like we ain't got no damn stake in this shit whatsoever. This, for all we know, is a bunch of motherfucking lies all the way around. It's just a show, y'all. It's for entertainment. So let's just cast our opinions on there and be respectful with it if somebody don't agree with it. No name calling or none of that other stuff, none of that delusion and all of that shit. Be respectful. We grown over here. This ain't no kiddie channel. Shit, nothing. I ain't even for kids, really. Your goddamn kids is watching me. Something wrong with you, cause I am not for kids. But I just please be respectful, cause I know how this one review here. This is one show that brings out the stupid in people, and I just ain't for it. Like I said, say what you got to say down there. Keep it respectful. Keep it respectful toward me and keep it respectful toward other people commenting down there. We're not going to name call. We're not going to treat each other like shit. We're going to agree to disagree like adults. And that's how I want it to flow down there in the panic. Please. Please let it be like that. Oh, and to the person that sent me a lovely message about my aesthetics, if you have an issue with my aesthetics, baby, I have a PayPal link down in the description box. Hit that bitch. If you want to contribute to whatever you feel like I need to be changing by me, either help me do it or shut the fuck up. But what you really could do is just click off the video because like I said, you ain't providing the 3 Fs. Why the fuck do I care? But y'all keep it respectful, okay? Remember, the depth of your struggle will always determine the height of your success. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Share this video on your social media sites if you would like to. And I will see you guys back tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It comes on tonight. And child, I'm ready shit. I'm ready to see Miss Hosseline and see what she gonna be serving us this year. I sure hope it ain't the same shit that's on them fucking blogs that we done already been through, because it's gonna take away from it, Mona. But we gonna see what they gonna give, and I'm ready to see this storyline with Kirk and Rashida and shit, y'all. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop. My next Real Housewife of Atlanta, I'll be more thorough and do like I normally do. I just don't have the time right now. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Be good to each other. Peace.